Yo, what's up YouTube? Dirty Dan Gaming coming back with another Rise of Kingdoms video, and today we are going to be continuing our commander overview playlist. We are going to be talking about one of the next commanders that you are going to encounter in the Wheel of Fortunes, and in my very honest and humble opinion, I believe he's one of the best. I know this is going to be spoiling a little bit at the end of the video, but this infantry commander is a beast, so let's check him out. Alright, so here we are. We have our man, the Lord of the Magnificent Beard, Mr. Guan Yu. He is an infantry, conquering, and skill damage commander, and man oh man is he one of the best infantry commanders in my honest opinion. I know this is ruining a little bit of the termination at the end of the video, but just bear with me. I do have to preface this video as well real quick. I didn't realize that we were into Season of Conquest commanders. So what I'm going to try to do in the next following days is release all of the infantry Wheel of Fortune commanders that you will have access to on or for Season of Conquest. I'm going to give my commander overviews. I'm going to go over their skills and the determinations if they are worthy of investment, just like I do in most of my other videos. What I'm also then going to do is I'm going to drop an explanation video on which of these commanders should you be working on first. That topic is going to go a little bit in depth because we're going to talk about the roles of players a little bit more, because there are some meta commanders that rally leads may need more so than some of the other commanders. So just as a quick preface, we're going to do a little bit of a rapid fire for some of these infantry commanders, and then we're going to do the same with the archers as well as cavs, and then give you again the determinations on which ones to focus on. But we are also going to tell you whether or not these commanders are good for Season of Conquest gameplay. So without further ado, let's jump into Guan Yu's skills. First, we have Saint of War. Active skill for 1000 rage requirement, deals direct damage up to 3 enemies in a forward facing fan-shaped area. Damage factor up to 2000. If secondary commander, deals direct damage up to 1000. Boo. Damage dealt to each target is reduced by 15% for each additional target. At the same time, all targets are silenced for 3 seconds. And what does it mean to be silenced? Simply renders the target troops unable to use their active skills. So this is just going to delay the ability to use active skill. It's not going to cancel it. So just keep that in mind. For an active skill of doing 2000 damage, very nice. You are going to get a little bit of a nerf if you're hitting multiple enemies, but AoE is always better. AoE rules in the open field, and for murder ball situations, you want as much AoE on your troops as possible. So this is an amazing skill to start with. Let's move on. Second skill, 5 Tiger Generals. When attacking strongholds and cities, troops led by this commander deal up to 15% increased normal attack damage, and their normal attacks have a 10% chance to reduce the target's attack by up to 30% for 3 seconds. So pretty good skill here. Normal attack damage bonus is okay. I would have liked if this was, say, maybe skill damage increase, because Guan Yu is a very heavy skill damage commander, but normal attack damage bonus isn't all that bad, as you guys could tell from my Attila video and card up in the top if you guys missed my Attila video. Next skill, the Slaying of Kwashiong. I definitely said that wrong. Infantry units led by this commander gain up to 30% increased attack and 15% increased march speed. Upon leaving battle, this commander heals a portion of slightly wounded units, healing factor up to 1000. Attack bonus, meh. March speed, very nice for infantry. Healing, always nice. You want a little bit of sustain in any situation. A little bit of healing is always a nice thing. Pretty good skill here. If it was defense he was getting, he might be a little bit OP, so I guess the attack is okay. Next skill, Green Dragon Crescent Blade, and this is probably the skill that you want to be chasing, okay? When the skill Saint of War, which is the active, hits exactly one enemy, it has a 50% chance to deal an additional damage factor of up to 1000. When the skill hits 2 or more enemies, has a 50% chance to deal an additional damage up to 1400 to the targeted enemy. amazing skill here. You're getting that a little bit of burst damage that is going to be coming in the form of additional damage. And just be mindful that Guan Yu's additional damage is not going to be boosted by the effects of the talent Latent Power. What Latent Power does, and I've confirmed this with the VIP chat, and I know other content creators have covered this in the past, Latent Power will affect the additional damage factors of commanders such as Sun Tzu, such as Kusunoki, and I believe Artemisia, who are doing additional damage over time. Okay, so for commanders who are just doing that quick shot of additional damage, it's not going to do anything for them, so don't put Latent Power on your Guan Yus. Next skill, Expertise, Lone Rider. Whenever Guan Yu gains a shield, he also increases his skill damage by 15% for 3 seconds. Whenever Guan Yu leaves a structure, he increases his march speed by 100% for 3 seconds. Pretty good skill here. The only problem is that when Guan Yu is meant to be a primary commander as stated here. You really don't want to be losing out on 1,000 points of damage factor to put him as a secondary just to chase the 15%. You're not going to be making up the 1,000 point difference. So it's a little difficult to chase this when you are pairing him with a commander such as Alex, who has a shield, or even Charles Martel, who has a shield. It is very hard to get that to wrap around, but with accessories such as the Horn of Fury, it makes it a little bit doable. But this is why Skull's Coin on Guan Yu is a pretty good option, because you do have that possibility for the shield from Skull's Coin to proc when Guan Yu is doing his skill damage. Okay, so you need the stars to kind of align in order for this part to really work out. But if you do, pretty good. 15%, I'll take it. And then 100% march speed, very good, very nifty for getting away. However, this expertise is very meh. As I just stated, this fourth skill is really the one that you want to chase. If you can get Guan to a 5-1, 5-5, you're good to go. And even if you say get 5-1, 4-5, I would say you're gravy as well. Anything you can do to kind of reduce those costs. I mean, 5% of attack stats, you're really not losing out on much. I would say that would be the super minimum investment. And if you are so lucky to get him to a 5-1-1-5, I guess you can use him, but that little bit of march speed is going to help. I would say 5-1-4-5 is the absolute minimum investment that you want to do for Guan Yu. You do want to take advantage of these extra little bit of stats just because he is a skill damage commander, and that's what you're looking to do on the battlefield. So is Guan Yu worthy of Season of Conquest gameplay? Absolutely. He gets the dirty 2 thumbs up. Couldn't figure that out for a second. I mean, he's just an amazing nuking high damage commander that you want on the field, who's doing tons of AoE. When you're having ruins fights, when you're having altar fights, he is amazing. Lost Canyon, he's great. Golden Kingdom, he's great. For your PvE Soroli events, he's an amazing commander. He's an all-around good commander to have. And to be honest, if you're an infantry player, he's the first super nuking high damage commander that you are really getting your hands on, because although Alex has a nuke, you only have a 10% chance to get that thing to proc. So Guan Yu, if you're an infantry player, you absolutely want to grab Guan Yu, because he is a beast on the field and you can run him in certain rally scenarios. He's a little squishy, so you do have to be careful, especially on the field. I asked some of my buddies how Guan Yu performs in the field, and they do say that they get targeted quite frequently. And I know when I'm in the field, I try to go for the Guan Yus as quick as possible, because he just does so much skill damage and he's silencing. So we want to avoid that when they're trying to debuff our alliance mates. So we did this pretty quickly. I'm really working on kind of shrinking down the videos a little bit. So he gets the dirty 2 thumbs up. There's really some great things working for Guan. He pairs up well with almost every infantry commander. And again, this is just our overview. This is just going over skills and determination if he is good for Season of Conquest gameplay. We are going to be doing later videos in terms of actual guides on how to use these commanders, how to work them in the field, how to work them in rally situations, and then also who to pair them up with and talent builds. So stay tuned for all that. We're still getting all that ready. So stay tuned to the channel as well for more of this content. I'm going to try and do a rapid fire of these videos, maybe back to back days. We're going to look to do Herald next, as well as CJ, because those are going to be the commanders that Guan Yu is going to be on the wheel with once you get into Season of Conquest. And we really need to know which commanders are we going to be working on first, since you have access to all of them at the same time. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider slapping a like and subscribing down below, and leave a comment if I left anything out about our bearded man here, Mr. Guan Yu. And also drop a comment if you guys want us to talk about anything else on the channel. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for the support as always, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Peace.